Hello, I'm FDX3Cat, and this is Seed Sunday, the weekly series I run on my channel where I show you Seed's Minecraft console which are particularly interesting and worth checking out in some way. Well, I mean, it's actually Tuesday, but I have a really amazing seed I'd love to share with you all, because when T54 was first shown in preview gameplay, we saw two Woodland Mansions on the same classic seed, and this was pretty nuts. Two of the rarest, most uncommon, just, biggest structure in the game on one seed was so nuts to even see, but then I thought, what if we could find three on the same seed? And this is something I even found this morning, 3 Woodland Mansions on one seed, and that was so nuts by itself. But what if I said we went a step even further and found 4 Woodland Mansions on one classic size Minecraft console world seed? Because that's what I've done today, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you all in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. You can like it if you do, because it helps out the channel a lot. And let's know you do like the Seed Sunday. I want to keep seeing more of these because there's so many changes to Woodland Mansions, so many changes to Ocean Bomb. It's just all these little changes that make finding seeds much more interesting. And yeah, the seed for this particular one, in case you are curious, because I know you are, is IBX Wood 20. If you type in that seed with the medium biome size, if you use large or you use small, you'll get 3. But if you use medium, you'll actually end up with 4 Woodland Mansions. That's right. So yeah, if you type it in, you'll spawn just over here in this plains, kind of like cornered into a roof forest. And yeah, instead of going into the plains, which you might want to do first just to get some food, you want to go across through the roof forest, maybe climb on the trees, and you'll find yourself the very first Woodland Mansion. So this first one is quite interesting because it's very bizarrely shaped. Like, look at the top floor, kind of interesting by itself. It's like a weird boomerang thing. But then look at the rest of the shape. It's got this weird, almost salient thing going on here. It's very bizarre. It looks like a tree tried to generate. I'm just not sure what was meant to go on here, but it's quite fascinating to see because it's like swamp rather than roof forest here. And yeah, that's something you can actually find in this first Woodland Mansion. And I think it's kind of wacky to look at because it goes in and out at various different degrees, and it's something that again you might quite like in your Woodland Mansions. Also, the entrance to it is found closest to the spawn, so less than 100 blocks from spawning. Like less than a minute into your game, you can already be inside this thing. I wouldn't recommend going in there as soon as you spawn, but in case that's your thing, you can go in here. You can do that. But in case you don't like the rooms you get in here, because it is kind of randomly generated, you might not like the light blue wall, the dark blue wall. You might just not like this sort of stuff. Then what you might want to go to instead is the second Woodland Mansion. So like I said, the great thing about having 4 of these is you really can be as picky as you like about any of these. So the second Woodland Mansion, just over here, as you can see, is much bigger on the 3rd floor. Like the 3rd floor pretty much covers the entire thing. That might be your sort of thing because it means there's more individual rooms. Also, again, if you didn't like the kind of jig-jaggediness of the old one, this one is pretty much an entire square for the other 2 floors. So yeah, this is a more traditional Woodland Mansion, I do think. Again, it's got some weird glitchy stuff going on here because it glitched into an extreme hill biome, but still, it's interesting to find, it's interesting to explore, and it has some of the most rooms for Woodland Mansion you can get, almost, not quite, but still, lots of rooms for the Woodland Mansion. So if you want to see lots of evokers, you want to see lots of vindicators, you want to see just lots of, again, look at this, there's like a giant library thing here. If you want to see lots of different rooms, this is the place for you. Look how giant this library is. So yeah, if you want to find lots of different stuff, guess what? Here's your place. Come check it out, the second Woodland Mansion. But it's, it's just second off, many, because if we then go to the northeast. Again, you can actually see 3 of these all from the same place, like Woodland Mansion, Woodland Mansion, Woodland Mansion. Pretty nuts if you ask me. But yeah, if we go to the 3rd one right here, you can see, again, it's actually quite large by itself as well. Not quite as large as the other one, but still covers a decent amount of the top floor. So again, might be your thing if you prefer more rooms. Because honestly, you're going to have so many totems of undying by the end of this, but still, this 3rd one, as you can see right here, has the same kind of thing going on where it's like, oh yeah, we've got lots of different rooms, lots of evokers, lots of chances for those totems, which you're just going to have too many. Like, are you going to die 10 times in a row? I mean, maybe, and maybe that's the perfect place for this, but still, this is a thing you can find in the second Woodland Mansion. Then as well as this, so this is the 3rd Woodland Mansion. There is a 4th Woodland Mansion found at the very, very far top right corner. So this one almost glitched out the world. This is very, very close to not spawning, and that's why I guess on small it doesn't spawn. But at the very, very edge of the world, you can see over here, there is the 4th Woodland Mansion. So this one spawns mostly in water. Like, it's actually like floating above it almost. Like, again, it doesn't actually float because it goes all the way down to the surface. But you can see right here, there is in fact another Woodland Mansion in a very bizarre place. And it's got a little, it's got a little hubby hole you can hide in if that's your sort of thing. But yeah, this is the 4th Woodland Mansion. Kind of a wonderful thing to see because it's over water. Tricky to get into because, oh, sorry, well, I mean, the front entrance is just over here if I'm not mistaken. It's tricky, oh, is it around the other side? But it's kind of tricky in terms of like, oh yeah, you could fall out or something. And as you can see, like, there's literally like a pool of water going through here and then a floating torch. So, not the best in terms of that sort of stuff, but it is a 4th Woodland Mansion. It contains another set of stuff, another chance for your favorite room. And honestly, because, there's only like 60 different rooms, if you have a favorite room in the Woodland Mansion, this seed probably contains it, so that might be your thing. Also, we got a banner, we got some loot. There's so much stuff to be found at each of these Woodland Mansions, and I would recommend coming here to check it out because you'll have so much, stuff to explore, and as well as just having this, by the way. So if you play this with large biomes, you'll find 4 separate swamp 4 of the Swamp Hut, I believe they're called, the Witch's Hut. But if you play it on medium, like I would recommend for 4 Woodland Mansions, you can actually still find one of these just over here between 2 of the Woodland Mansions. So between 3 of them even, almost directly in between all 3 of them. So here's Woodland Mansion 1, here's there's Woodland Mansion 2, there's number 3, and here is a Witch's Hut found at these coordinates right here. So just in case you thought, you know what, these Woodland Mansions are a bit too big for me, why not go for one of the smaller structures in the game, made from spruce wood instead. You can hop in, you can kill the witch, you can take her stuff, and you can move on like that. Oh, here's the witch. So yeah, that is this week's, that is a Seed Sunday, which is just so nuts to look at. I wanted to share it because it's just like, also look, there's some trees in there, because this is like one of the craziest seeds that really can't exist on any other Minecraft console platform. It only exists because of very extreme luck with this seed, only exists because of very extreme luck with the way the biome scale work, and also only exists because these mansions are set to appear way more on Minecraft console. So here is something you can really exclusively enjoy on Minecraft console, and if you're curious as to what to do with 4 of them, because you're like, Toycat, do you need 4? Well, here's an idea. So there's a I did a recycling challenge for a village, and I've done one for an ocean monument. What if I did a recycling challenge for one of these, giant Woodland Mansions? It would take so long, like just removing this thing by hand in survival is an almost daunting task, but what if I gave that a try sometime? So that's something you might be able to see from the future, and it's something you might want to try yourself if you want to, see how you can do that, but it's what I'm going to be at least attempting at some point if I have the time, and I'm looking forward to doing that, and hopefully all of you look forward to watching that, as well as all the seeds I will be making, because I want to find a seed with a, a Woodland Mansion right next to spawn for my speedrun attempt. I want to find a seed with, like Woodland Mansions close together, because although these are close together, like you can see one from the other, what if you could find Woodland Mansions that were like, literally on top of each other or next to each other or something like that? That's my next goal, I do believe, and it's something I look forward to finding. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed seeing these 4 Woodland Mansions. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.